Chiwetel Ejiofor reveals a shocking truth about Nicole Kidman's divorce from Keith Urban. Did Chiwetel Ejiofor just drop the bomb that could shatter Hollywood's golden couple for good? Because if this alleged revelation is even half true, Keith Urban's clean-cut, guitar-strumming husband act might have just gone up in flames. Reports are swirling that Nicole Kidman didn't just suspect something. She warned Keith about his secret affair long before the marriage started crumbling. But here's the twist. The person blowing the whistle isn't a random insider. It's Oscar nominee Chiwetel Ejiofor himself. So, what did Chiwetel really reveal? And why is Hollywood suddenly panicking? Oh, buckle up. This one's messy. So here's where things start spiraling out of control. What began as a whisper behind closed Hollywood doors is now a full-blown social media firestorm. And at the center of it all stands Chiwetel Ejiofor, one of the most respected actors in the business, now accused of spilling secrets that were never meant to see the light of day. According to anonymous insiders, the kind who somehow know everything but never want to be named, Chiwetel has allegedly revealed that Nicole Kidman didn't just find out about Keith Urban's affair. She had warned him months before their split that she knew something was going on. And apparently, that warning came with a chilling ultimatum: end it, or I will. Now, if that sounds like the script of a psychological thriller, you're not wrong, except this one's playing out in real life, under the blinding lights of celebrity perfection. For years, Nicole and Keith have been the picture of Hollywood love goals, the red carpets, the matching smiles, the family photos that look straight out of a Hallmark movie. But behind that flawless facade, rumors suggest cracks had already started to form, cracks that Chiwetel may have accidentally or intentionally blown wide open. Sources close to the situation, and by close, we mean people who probably follow them on Instagram, claim that Nicole started noticing emotional distance long before the tabloids did. Keith was constantly on tour, his schedule packed, and his phone apparently always face down, and let's be honest, in Hollywood terms, that's as good as a confession. Insiders allege that Nicole confronted Keith several times, accusing him of keeping secrets, and even warning him that someone from his own inner circle had been leaking private details about his offstage lifestyle. But instead of coming clean, Keith reportedly doubled down, gaslighting Nicole into believing she was being paranoid. Classic. Enter Chiwetel Ejiofor, the man no one saw coming in this drama. He's known for his calm, intelligent persona, not for messy scandals. But apparently, he and Nicole had been working together on a film project that required intense emotional scenes, and that's when he supposedly witnessed Nicole's emotional unraveling firsthand. According to whispers, Chiwetel was shocked at how broken and betrayed Nicole seemed during filming. Now, one supposed insider told a gossip site Chiwetel couldn't just stay silent. He felt she was being manipulated behind closed doors and wanted the truth out before she took the blame for something she didn't do. Another source went even further, claiming he didn't want to expose Keith. He wanted to protect Nicole's reputation before the tabloids twisted the story. But here's where it gets murkier, because once that truth hit the internet, it didn't stop at simple concern. It exploded into a full-on PR war. Nicole's team allegedly started cleaning house, pulling down posts, cutting off old friends, and controlling the narrative. Meanwhile, Keith's camp went into overdrive, denying every claim and painting Chiwetel as a misunderstood actor caught up in tabloid drama. And honestly, the way this story is spreading, it's like a Hollywood version of the telephone game. Every outlet adds its own twist. Some say Chiwetel caught Keith in a compromising situation during a charity gala. Others say he simply overheard a phone call that changed everything. The versions vary, but the ending is always the same. Nicole knew, Keith ignored, and Chiwetel spilled. But let's not forget, this isn't the first time Keith Urban's name has been tangled in controversy. Remember back in the mid-2000s when rumors swirled about his wild lifestyle and the alleged tension between his career and his marriage? The man's been dodging headlines like this for years. So this revelation feels less like a new scandal and more like the sequel nobody asked for. What's got fans really talking, though, is why now? Why would Chiwetel, someone with nothing to gain and everything to lose, suddenly step into a mess that could cost him his credibility. Some claim he's protecting a friend, others say he's exposing hypocrisy, but a few darker theories suggest that Chiwetel may have been set up to take the fall for a leak that was actually orchestrated by someone in Nicole's PR team. One viral post even read, "They used Chiwetel's name because he's respected. Nobody would doubt him, but when the truth hits, he'll be the one holding the bag." And if that's true, then this entire revelation could be one of the most calculated PR stunts in recent memory, one designed to sway public sympathy toward Nicole right before her new project drops. Convenient, isn't it? Still, the internet doesn't wait for facts. Within hours of the leak, hashtags like #CHIWETEL leaks, #Urban Affair, and #Nicole News started trending across X, formerly Twitter, and TikTok. Fan accounts began posting body language analyses of old red carpet clips, claiming they could see the tension between Nicole and Keith all along. Meanwhile, memes flooded Instagram, one even showing Chiwetel holding a truth bomb while Nicole and Keith's wedding photo burns in the background. Hollywood loves its metaphors, apparently, but behind the memes and sarcasm, there's a darker undertone. If the rumors are even half true, then this isn't just a celebrity spat. It's the slow-motion collapse of one of Hollywood's longest-running perfect couple illusions. And the man who might have accidentally triggered it all. The one who's now being called the British whistleblower of Beverly Hills. Chiwetel Ejiofor, and that's where things start getting really complicated because if the whispers are right, Chiwetel didn't just reveal the affair. He might have uncovered a lot more than anyone expected. So here's where the story goes from quiet whispers to a full-blown Hollywood meltdown. Once Chiwetel Ejiofor's alleged revelation hit the gossip circuit, all hell broke loose. It wasn't just some vague source claims headline anymore. It became a global viral event, dissected on every podcast, talk show, and Reddit conspiracy thread imaginable. According to the ever-elusive industry insiders, Chiwetel supposedly sat down for what was meant to be a private conversation about the pressures of fame and emotional manipulation in Hollywood. But somehow, that conversation was recorded, or at least, that's what's being claimed. The supposed audio clip, which no one can verify, but everyone's talking about, allegedly has Chiwetel saying something like, Nicole warned him. She begged him to stop before everything collapsed. That one sentence was enough to send the internet into investigative overdrive. Fans started digging up old red carpet interviews, award show appearances, even analyzing Nicole's expressions next to Keith like amateur FBI agents. One viral TikTok got to million views for pointing out that Nicole looked uncomfortable when Keith mentioned trust during a 2019 interview. Then came the leaked reports. Fake or not, they were juicy enough to keep the gossip cycle spinning. One tabloid claimed to have obtained text exchanges between Nicole and a mysterious industry woman Keith was allegedly linked to. Another claimed that Chiwetel privately told friends he was disgusted by what he saw, and that Keith was playing a dangerous emotional game. None of these sources were verified. But since when did that stop Hollywood gossip from trending? Meanwhile, Keith Urban's team went into damage control mode faster than you could say publicist panic, within hours. His reps issued a crisp statement denying all claims, calling them baseless fabrications designed to defame a good man. But fans weren't buying it. The comment sections were chaos, people writing things like, "You can't deny vibes," and "The body language never lies." Nicole Kidman, as usual, stayed silent, which, in Hollywood PR terms, is louder than a denial. Her silence was interpreted as everything from dignified heartbreak to strategic exposure. Some online users even claimed that Nicole's quietness was part of a long game, that she wanted the truth to leak organically, without getting her hands dirty. And in the middle of all this, Chiwetel Ejiofor, a man who probably just wanted to promote his next film, suddenly found his name trending worldwide for all the wrong reasons. His camp refused to comment, which only made people speculate more. Some fans even started tagging him under Keith Urban's Instagram posts with comments like, "Tell us the truth, Chiwetel, and "You're the real one for exposing him." One so-called Hollywood PR strategist, quoted by an entertainment blog, claimed if Chiwetel really said what people think he said. This could be one of the biggest unintended leaks in celebrity history. It's the kind of thing that permanently shifts public sympathy, and boy, did sympathy shift. Nicole's image transformed overnight from Ice Queen actress to betrayed Hollywood wife. Her old interviews about forgiveness and resilience started resurfacing with dramatic captions like, "Now it all makes sense." Meanwhile, Keith, once the charming country heartthrob, became the internet's newest villain. The memes got darker. The hashtags turned brutal. And Hollywood? Hollywood pretended to be shocked while secretly loving every second of it, then, as if things couldn't get messier. New rumors suggested that Chiwetel might have been pressured by someone inside the industry to speak up. The gossip trail hinted that a powerful studio executive with ties to Nicole allegedly encouraged him to set the record straight about what really caused the split, supposedly to protect an upcoming film's image. One particularly wild rumor claimed that a confidential memo was circulating in PR circles, warning certain A-listers to keep their distance from Chiwetel until the situation stabilizes. Another claimed that Nicole's publicist was in direct contact with two major gossip outlets days before the story broke. Coincidence? The internet didn't think so. TikTok users began piecing together what they called the timeline of deception, connecting movie premieres, award show appearances, and social media posts to prove when the alleged affair started, complete with color-coded charts and slow-motion breakdowns. You think they were solving a federal case, not analyzing celebrity drama. But in this fake news circus, everyone plays a part. The sources keep leaking, the journalists keep spinning, and fans keep feeding the machine. One fabricated exclusive even quoted Chiwetel as saying, "Hollywood protects the wrong people. When you try to tell the truth, they make you the problem." That one sentence went viral, not because anyone knew if it was real, but because it felt real. And that's the genius of these scandals. It's not about truth, it's about emotional impact. The narrative always favors whoever the public decides deserves sympathy. Right now, that's Nicole. She's the beautiful, elegant wife betrayed by a superstar husband, the ultimate Hollywood tragedy. And Chiwetel? He's become the unlikely hero, the truth teller caught in the crossfire. Even journalists are capitalizing on the chaos. Late-night hosts are making jokes, saying things like, "When Chiwetel speaks, marriages crumble." One host quipped, "Forget tabloids." At this point, Chiwetel might as well start a YouTube channel called Celebrity Confessions, but while the public laughs, something darker brews beneath the surface. Because reportedly, Keith isn't laughing. According to yet another anonymous music industry insider, Keith is furious. He's allegedly threatening to sue any outlet that repeats Chiwetel's alleged statements. His team is supposedly gathering evidence of defamation, whatever that means in gossip land. And if that happens, if Keith really takes this to court, then this fake news scandal could turn into a real legal mess. Imagine it. Hollywood's most polished couple dragged into a defamation trial where gossip becomes evidence. It's the kind of headline that writes itself, and trust me, every outlet would be ready to milk it for months. But before anyone could even confirm what's true or false, the narrative started shifting again. A mysterious new witness surfaced online, claiming to have proof that Chiwetel wasn't lying. Screenshots, emails, blurred out videos, the whole social media circus. And whether those were real or AI generated, it didn't matter. The public had already decided who the villain was. As the scandal snowballed, everyone wanted one thing: answers. What exactly did Nicole warn Keith about? Who was the affair with? And why was Chiwetel involved in the first place? Well, that's exactly where things take their darkest, most explosive turn yet, because this video of this story doesn't just shake a marriage, it shakes an entire industry. And now, we've reached the part of the story where the Hollywood illusion officially begins to crumble. The lights dim, the smiles fade, And the PR teams start calling emergency meetings at 3 a.m. because after weeks of chaos, accusations, and cryptic leaks, the Chiwetel Nicole Keith affair scandal has become bigger than any of them ever imagined. By this point, the industry wasn't just gossiping, it was dividing. You had two camps forming: the Team Nicole defenders, who saw her as a graceful survivor finally reclaiming her voice, and the Team Keith loyalists, who swore this was nothing more than a calculated smear campaign. And right in the middle, Chiwetel Ejiofor, the man who went from Oscar darling to accidental whistleblower, standing silently as the chaos unfolded around him. Behind the scenes, the fallout was reportedly brutal. A leaked internal memo from a major streaming platform allegedly warned producers to proceed with caution before hiring anyone involved in the controversy. Some media outlets even claimed that Chiwetel's upcoming film premiere was postponed, not for creative reasons, but to let the scandal cool down. Meanwhile, Keith Urban's lawyers were allegedly drafting a defamation notice, demanding retractions from multiple tabloids that quoted Chiwetel's supposed comments. But the internet, of course, doesn't take kindly to being told what not to discuss. Every legal threat just fueled the fire further. Within hours, hashtags like #Let'sSeeHIWETEL speak and #Justice for Nicole began trending again, painting Keith as a man with something to hide. And then came the exclusive leaks, because what's a Hollywood scandal without a few conveniently timed sources? One anonymous insider, claiming to have worked with Nicole on set, told an entertainment blog Nicole was broken for months. She tried to hold it together for the cameras, but behind the scenes, she was devastated. The warning she gave Keith wasn't just about love, it was about self-respect. Another so-called source added, Chiwetel didn't want this story to blow up like this. He was trying to protect someone he respected. But Hollywood has a way of twisting the truth into something it can sell. Still, the question remained, what exactly was Keith hiding? That's when a new wave of reports hit the tabloids, this time focusing on a mysterious woman allegedly connected to Keith's tour management team. Her identity wasn't revealed, but social media detectives were already comparing tattoos, outfits, and blurry photos from backstage. Within 24 hours, they found her. Whether the woman existed or not, it didn't matter. The narrative was already written. Suddenly, it wasn't just about betrayal. It was about power, silence, and control. Nicole, once known for her quiet dignity, was now being hailed online as the face of female resilience. One viral tweet said, Nicole warned him, he ignored her. And now, the truth has burned everything he tried to hide. Fans even began compiling emotional montages of Nicole's old red carpet smiles set to sad piano music, because nothing says Hollywood tragedy like a perfectly edited heartbreak clip. And then, something unexpected happened. Chiwetel finally broke his silence. Sort of. He didn't name names or confirm anything, but in a vague social media post, he wrote, "Sometimes truth finds a way to speak, even when you never meant it to." It was short, cryptic, and enough to send the entire internet into meltdown mode. Entertainment blogs spun it as a confession. Fan accounts treated it like gospel. One TikTok comment summed it up perfectly. He didn't deny it. That's confirmation enough. Keith Urban's camp, of course, wasn't having it. Within hours, they released another statement calling the entire scandal a fabrication fueled by attention-seeking opportunists. But by now, the damage was irreversible. Brand sponsors were reportedly reevaluating partnerships, and ticket sales for Keith's upcoming tour mysteriously slowed down. The illusion of the perfect marriage, the clean, country romantic fairy tale, had officially shattered behind closed doors. Whispers claim Nicole's team was already preparing for a strategic interview, the kind where she would finally speak her truth. A few PR strategists even suggested she might appear on a major talk show to subtly reclaim the narrative, not by blaming anyone, but by sharing her journey of emotional growth. Classic PR maneuver, make pain marketable. And as for Chiwetel, Hollywood insiders say he's laying low in London, refusing all interview requests and focusing on his next film. But others believe the silence is strategic, that he's waiting for the dust to settle before telling his side in a way that can't be twisted. The ripple effect of this scandal is still spreading. Industry experts are calling it the new era of celebrity exposure, where private truths and public lies blur into one long viral spectacle. One columnist even joked, "Hollywood doesn't need movies anymore, it just needs leaks." And maybe they're right, because as much as the public loves Nicole, sympathizes with her, and condemns Keith, deep down everyone knows one thing: this whole circus isn't about truth, it's about attention. Every tweet, every exclusive, every blurry screenshot, it's all part of the same machine that keeps celebrity culture alive. Still, even in that machine, some stories leave scars. Whether or not Chiwetel actually said those words, he's now part of Hollywood folklore, the man who accidentally exposed a love affair that wasn't supposed to be anyone's business. Nicole's image has been reborn as tragic yet powerful. And Keith? He's the cautionary tale, proof that in Hollywood, one rumor can destroy decades of branding overnight. But here's the ironic twist. While everyone's obsessing over who said what, no one's asking why it all surfaced now. Some suspect revenge. Some whisper about strategic timing, that the leak was designed to overshadow a different scandal brewing under the radar. Because in this industry, chaos is never random. It's currency. And so, as the dust begins to settle, we're left with the same haunting question that started it all. What did Nicole Kidman really warn Keith Urban about? Was it love, betrayal, or the price of pretending to long? Whatever the answer, one thing's certain in Hollywood, the truth doesn't just set you free, it sets your career on fire. And that, folks, is the Hollywood wildfire no PR team could contain. From secret warnings to leaked whispers, it's clear this story was never just about love, it was about survival in an industry built on illusion. But what do you think? Did Nicole really try to save Keith from himself, or was this all a masterclass in quiet revenge? Drop your thoughts below, because this one's got layers deeper than a movie script. If you enjoyed the drama, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash like, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next Hollywood meltdown. This is Lumi Legacy, where every secret eventually finds the spotlight.